What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one, the only Ash said it, ashsaidit.com, ashsaidit.com, baby babies. Welcome back to the Ash Said It Daily podcast show. I appreciate all the downloads. I see Italy is downloading your girl in the last 7 days. Woot woot. I appreciate y'all, all my Italian folks. I love y'all to pieces. Continue to push forward on your movement, whatever that is. Now you guys know I love to do pop-up shows. All right, I do pop-up shows, and you never know. You got to check the website. You never know who's going to be on the show when. So today I've got a treat. She is an AT alien and the founder and creator of both the Nikka blog and the Little Blue Box Brunch. Y'all, welcome to the show, Nikka Shae.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, Nikka. Thank you so much for coming through.
Oh, you're very welcome. I'm so excited to be on the show today.
I appreciate you.
So thrilled.
Absolutely. All right, Nikka. So for people listening in, let them know where you're from. What city do you represent?
Well, I'm originally from Houston, Texas. So,
okay.
Is a house, but born and raised in Texas, moved here to Atlanta in 2010. So, yes, I'm an ATL girl now. For 7 years now. I cannot believe that the time has flown by so fast. I remember telling people when I got here, oh, I've been here 6 months. Oh, only a year. Oh, 2 years. Now I'm like, 7 years.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
Time does fly. So after 7 years in the A-Town, have you gotten used to this weather yet?
You know what? It's funny is because people would tell me, oh, well, it's hot, kind of like similar like Houston. But the first year that I got here in 2010 in October, but December came around and it snowed. So I was like, snow? I cannot believe it. And then from then on, of course, we've had our, ice storms, snow, and black ice things. So I'm just like, it's a little different from Houston. But it does get hot, but not as hot and humid as Houston. But yeah, I've gotten used to the weather, so it's all good.
Okay, cool, man. So let's jump into Nikka. Now, have you always been a writer?
Well, I always have been a writer. I mean, I remember growing up, my and I never forget that I would sit there and just type my name over and over and over and over again because I was like, okay, I'm learning how to do this. I know I can do my name without looking, And it just started from there. It started from typewriter to journals, writing things down, things that are on my mind, and always putting things to paper, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when I was in Houston, I didn't have a blog. I was going to a lot of events. I was doing a lot of things, very sociable, very in the know.
Right.
But then when I came into Atlanta, this is kind of where I guess the birth of the blog, in a sense, like on some type of platform, in a sense. Because people are like, hey, what are you doing in Atlanta? Like all my friends from Houston and family, like, you know any celebrities or have you seen this person? And I didn't realize that a lot of people's music that I've grown up with and groups and people live in Atlanta. Like it didn't dawn on me until I was in Atlanta that they live here too. So I was going out taking pictures and things like that, and they're like, hey, so what's going on? What's good in Atlanta? I'm just like, oh my gosh, I should just write a blog about my Atlanta ventures, right? What's going on in Atlanta? What's hot? What's not? Things like that. So that's kind of how like the blog started. Just being here, moving to Atlanta, as a newbie and trying to figure out, my lane here in Atlanta.
Definitely. And as far as the name goes, a lot of people come up with these big, boisterous names that are like, paragraph sentences and, meet me on the land with Alyssa or, down by the bay with Jason, So,
yeah.
How did Nikka come to be?
Okay, well, it's the strangest thing because it's like sometimes when people want to tell me something or they like, I need to tell you something, they're like, oh, like that was the whole thing. Like it came up with like, oh, Nikka, like guess what? Like, oh, like I got the scoop or oh, this is what's going down. So that's kind of how the Nikka, and then of course the undercover socialite is because a lot of people, my full-time job is, I'm kind of technology space. when, when all was done with that, I was like, I must go out, figure out what's going on. I need to be in the know. So it was kind of like, ooh, nobody really knows, what's going on. I'm out in the town, but then yet, I'm like living my life, being a mother, being a wife, but then yet, I'm out in town. So that's where the whole undercover came into effect with the Nikka. Yeah.
Definitely. Now, I mean, with so much going on, and I mean, your blog is one of the top rated blogs out of the Metro Atlanta area, so I tip my hat to you on that. Definitely getting the word out about different events and different things that's going on. I mean, everyone is checking on Nikka.com. Y'all need to go check it now. All right, while you're listening to us, go check
it
now.
Go check it now.
Go and check it now. But how are you able to balance, everyday life and now keeping up with the responsibility of having this full-time blog?
Well, it's all about the foundation, my family, my husband, who keeps me grounded, who, that just keeps things in a whole different perspective. Like, hey, family life, that's what matters the most, right? So having his support, his passion behind to help me, live out my dreams is what keeps everything, balanced and stuff. My children, and, they're always, asking me questions like, oh, what did this event? What did you do? What's going on? And, all those type of things. So I'll kind of, include them and stuff. And sometimes it's family events, and they come to as well. So that's kind of how I balance that with, my family and the full-time blog.
Absolutely. And anyone that's looking at the blog and, of course, looking at your social media can see that you are a little bit of everywhere, lady.
Oh, yes. I've always had this knack for, like, adventures, like finding things that, that are hidden, or some people that people don't even know about. But then I find it and I share, oh my gosh, have you heard about this place, A, Y, and Z, this restaurant that has, like, these fabulous, whatever have you, like, appetizers or something different, something that, that people are like, oh, wow, I didn't know they had that, or this is fun, I have to check this out. So I've always liked to have that fun adventure side of finding things that are a little hidden,
Yeah. So what was maybe the biggest challenge that you've had with creating this brand and branching off?
Some of the biggest challenges that I had was just basically, trying to figure out, the timeline, and what steps do I want to do that? Like, setting those goals, right? So that's the thing for me, like having a vision, having a plan, doing the vision board and saying, okay, A, Y, 1, 2, 3, I want to have this accomplished by this. And sometimes it doesn't happen. So, I have to accept that and just know that it'll come in time and, and just keep pushing forward towards that goal. Everything is not going to happen like all at once. Right. So that was just one of the things that I had to realize, of course, that, when you work hard, the payoffs are going to be much greater in the end. So just, that's the thing I know that, when some people come up to me that are, new bloggers, and they're like, oh my gosh, like, how do you do it? How do you balance? How do you, find your voice and to, being able to kind of, play and kind of in the lifestyle. So I kind of have different categories. So I just tell them that, you just have to find your niche. Exactly what you want to do, right? And just home on it in that. Just say, hey, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to reach for my goals. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to let, other people or things or look to see, what the other people are doing. Just stay focused on what you're doing.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what, I learned. I mean, 6 years of blogging, I think I've kind of experienced all kind of different, levels with it, right? So just keep focused.
Definitely staying focused. All right, so let's jump into your other baby, I should say.
This my gosh, my other baby.
Your other baby.
And I'm so grateful. Yes, the Blue Box Brunch.
Yes. So, where did the idea for this brunch come from?
Well, the Blue Box Brunch basically was because, in the journey of being a blogger, I meet so many incredible, powerful, just hardworking people, right? And so I was like, wow, I want to put together kind of a luncheon or a brunch where we can just all get together. We can share our knowledge. We can say, hey, Ash, and I run this awesome blog, and I want to network with, other like-minded women. So I was like, you know what, let me just get together. I know, throughout my career here, I've met some awesome women. So I was like, you know what, let's get a couple ladies together. Let's all have lunch and have a good time. And I love referencing Tiffany, the movie. And so, because at the end of the movie, she finds her voice. She finally finds her voice, right? Yeah. At the end of the movie. So I was like, wow, this is so great. I love the whole, I love pearls and the black dresses. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a brunch to kind of home on into that. And I did. And it was probably like 15 of us ladies, business owners, bloggers, all of us kind of networking together, having a great time. And I was like, wow, this is so amazing. And every year, like when everybody was done, I was like, okay, you're going to do this again, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do it again. So every year it just becomes bigger and better. Yes. And I just can't, this will be the 5th year. And once again, I'm just like, and wow, because I'm like, wow, 5 years. Like, wow. Awesome.
Yes, I tip my hat to you on that. So what can some of the guests expect this year that, is different from maybe previous years?
Oh my gosh. Well, this is the 5th year, so we're going to knock it out of the box. I mean, this is going to be just a day of just ladies having a good time, women empowerment, speakers, Livy Ray, Molly and Cynthia from Livy Ray Lingerie here in Kennesaw, Georgia. They're going to talk about the setbacks that they have, as business owners and women, in this industry, the things the struggles that they've had, especially this year. So they're going to talk about that. I'm going to have Girls Inc. because part of the proceeds will go back to Girls Inc. because, it's how we shape our girls today, so that we become awesome women later in life. So, it's just going to be an amazing event. I'm going to have Kendra Scott, Alex and Annie as a sponsor. Nordstrom's is one of my major title sponsors, so I'm happy for them. They're always on board, always willing to support. So I'm so happy.
Awesome. You definitely should be, because, it's just an amazing movement, and I love to see other women to support other women, because you look on media today and they're like, oh, women are against each other, we can't work together. But no, your event, as I've seen and I've heard, and so many people have nothing but positive things to say about Little Blue Box Brunch. So I'm really thankful to be a part of it this year. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you're East MC. I'm so happy because of that, And this is what it's all about.
Yes.
It's all about connections. Like we heard of each other online. We never connected, but we connected. So that is the whole point of this movement and this brunch.
Yes.
Because, just by seeing someone, you can make that connection, right? You can have long-lasting friendships, right?
Absolutely.
You can have long-lasting partnerships with, doing what, you're called to do, right? And make those connections and stick with it. Don't just say that, oh, I want to support this person, or I want, us to work together, and don't act on it. Do it. Be about it, right? Back it up with your words and do it.
Absolutely. So, Nikka, with everything that you've accomplished, which is so much, and just being in Atlanta just a little over 7 years, what advice could you offer to any young person that is listening right now and they're somewhere in Italy or they're in Brazil or whatever the case is, and they're looking at your site, they're looking at the blog, they're looking at your events and everything that you've done and everything that you encompass? What advice can you offer to that young person that looks at what you're doing and says, you know what, I think I can do that, or I want to do that?
Yeah. I just want to let them know that anything is possible. Never give up on your dreams. Keep pushing. Please know that, what you put in the universe is what you get back. So please always say that, you're going to be successful. You're going to do it. You're going to keep on pushing. Don't give up. Don't listen to the naysayers. Just keep on doing and be you and be authentic, and you will rock.
Absolutely, absolutely. Nikka, Shae, thank you so much. Let everyone know how they can get in contact with you, how they can follow you, and everything else.
Yes. So Twitter is at Onikka, so Ohnnikka. Facebook, Onikka, Ohnnikka. Instagram, Onikka, Ohnnikka. And at the website, www.ohnnikka.com.
All right. And do we still have it? Do we have a few tickets left for the Little Blue Box brunch? Maybe
Oh my gosh, yes we do. So the brunch is May 6th at Swan Coach House at 11 o'clock. So we do have tickets left. So go online at littleblueboxbrunch.com, or you can go to Nikka and you can find the information there as well.
Definitely. Well, Nikka, Shae, thank you so much for coming through. Also, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's pump the brakes. Aren't you on a show coming up called Help My Yelp on Food Network?
Oh my gosh! See,
Aren't
there's so
you?
much stuff going on, but yes, man, I am going to be on the Food Network on May 8th called Help My Yelp. Oh my gosh, you guys, you're going to be in for a ride. It's so much fun. I love all the fun stuff in Atlanta, but I am truly a foodie, so I love finding those restaurants and things to eat to make sure I get. So please tune in.
Definitely.
Yes, the Food Network, Help My Yelp, Mondays, 9 p.m. Central and 10 p.m. Eastern.
That is going to be awesome. Now, I definitely want to say that Food Network, they stepped up. They stepped up their game. And I'm feeling definitely a little biased. They kind of love the A-Town. We got 3 episodes this season. They're loving us.
They know what's happening. They know A-Town is happening here.
Definitely. And I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning into the show today. Of course, remember that you can always check out everything, all updates, of course, on ashsaidit.com, ashsaidit.com. You got questions, comments, concerns for me, info@ashsaidit.com. And remember, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face and tell them, don't believe me, just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. Because that's what we're doing this for. We're doing this for the history books, all right? Social media is nice, it's cool, it's helpful, but real life is so much better. I'll chat with you guys later.